Well, hello. I need to tell you what's going on with these design. This is the one. These right here are easy focus. I see them underneath different names. This is this battery bank right here. I took it apart in my other video. These are the batteries that came out of it. I went through these batteries and I'm still going through them. There's a lot of batteries. This unit doesn't have a temperature sensor on it for the batteries. Not one temperature sensor. And people leave these outside in the heat. So after a while, this has, heat thermal runaway batteries where they burst into fire. I've read it through them. If you're not understanding the functionality of it, these batteries can explode. And, you can have one bad battery. I found four bad batteries after a long period of time in this unit right here. This is an empty box now. These are the batteries right here. This is some of them. The other batteries I got them in other places. So I had to discard the batteries that was bad that I discovered that had the thermal runaway. And it's time consuming to find out which battery is bad. And I think it was like 25, 30 of them. I gave up. I didn't count it really, to be honest with you. But I found these voltages all over the place on the one battery. In like I think it was six batteries. And as I was taking one apart, one tried to start a fire. But the main thing I'm trying to tell you, this is what's right here, the name of the company right here. These are still good. They're not bad products. But be aware of that these don't have temperature sensors on them. I took this battery pack, and a majority of them, I had another, power bank didn't have them. But we're going to have to start relying on these soon. There are flaws in everything you do today. And I'm gonna take this apart and do a thing, find out what's inside of this. But majority of these things we buy, we don't have no understanding. We don't know where they went cheap at. Yeah, the cheapest power bank today can be the most dangerous. This one has a temperature reading on it. I know this is the good unit. This doesn't have no indication of a overheat and battery or nothing. The only way you can read it is through the measurements in the voltage up here. If you're not aware of what to read and what to look out for, you could have a runaway battery here and it could catch on fire. They don't discuss that because millions, hundreds of thousands of these things been made, and they're underneath different product names, and you don't know where, what to look for on these batteries that doing the runaways. And like I said, I stopped using this because I seen that the voltage was all over the place, and I didn't care. I said I had other power banks that didn't matter to me. But a lot of these, if you're not checking them, if you don't know how to check for them, and these don't, with the dum-dum lights, you don't want nothing to have this dum-dum lights. The Gold Zero ones have temperature. The older Gold Zero had temperature readers on them for overheats. So if they had a bad battery in it or overheating problem, it will warn you. This has no ability to warn you. So I'm just trying to explain to you not to leave these out in the sun or in a hot environment, too hot environment. 105 to 120 degrees temperatures will cause these to, blow up, in massive, rapid change of, extraction of energy. And if you put something on, like using it the normal way in a real hot environment, you run the risk of a runaway battery. And if you see you have a problem, that's why a lot of these solar generators, you see them, people getting rid of them because, they see issues with them. And the manufacturers is not being truthful about them. And, a lack of education. And, don't get me wrong, batteries, let batteries do the same thing, but not as much as frequently as these batteries right here. So, if you're having issues with your power bank, and I'm seeing them in the small ones too, they don't have no thermal, measurements of it. I see them, it's overheating and nothing. Some of them might have them, like I can't see the other companies, the silver ones, they have them built in, but they don't tell you that it's overheating, but they're shut off. They have ones that were shut off if they see a problem with them. This one kept on trying to take a charge with a thermal battery. It didn't stop charging the battery. But I can't think of the name of other companies. I'll bring up and show you different ones. But to let you know that these right here have runaway batteries. And if you buy them used, you run a risk of having a runaway battery. It could explode. I'm not trying to scare no one, but I'm just educating you so you won't have to go through this. Thank you for watching. God bless. Be careful with these used units. Especially the ones been outside. You don't know what you're buying. Have a nice, blessed day.